In this short video, we're going to learn a little bit more about taking tests in Blackboard. Taking tests in Blackboard is a simple process as long as you have a few tips. Let's start with question types. There are lots of types of questions. Keep in mind that any of these can be on your test. Some of the most common are either or, essay, fill in the blank, matching, multiple choice, short answer, and true false, as well as those used with math or science formulas such as calculated formula and calculated numeric. Let's look at a few that might be on a test. They're just not as common. Fill in multiple blanks. This is very similar to fill in the blank. There are just multiple blanks possible and you have to answer each one of those blanks. This one can be a little bit tricky. Multiple answer. This means that more than one answer is necessary to answer correctly. The number of answers, well, that can range from 2 to quite a few. What is a hotspot? These are used to find a location on a map or something of that nature. While ordering, you just put the information in a certain order. For others, your instructor will explain these if they plan to use this type of questioning. Instructors have the option to offer tests with many different availability options. Here are a few of the options that you may see in one of your online courses. The first, multiple attempts. You're given more than one chance to take a test. As a matter of fact, the attempts are unlimited, but there are some filters that can be added. The first filter, number of the attempts. The test can be limited to 2 attempts or more. Be sure to read the instructions because the scoring of the attempts may be a factor. Your test can be scored in the grade book from the last attempt, first attempt, an average of all of your attempts, the highest grade, or even the lowest grade that you make. This should be explained to you in the instructions if your instructor uses a scoring option. Additional testing options, well, they include forced completion. This is where you are required to complete the test in one sitting. So once you start the test, you must finish it. There also may be a time limit on your test. Some instructors will limit the time you are given to take the test. Some of those options may be as little as 10 minutes for a short test and up to 2 hours or more for a longer test. Test availability. Many of your instructors may limit the time that the test is available to you in Blackboard. For example, if you have a test that covers the material for week 2, you may be given a certain amount of time during that week to complete the test. The test will only show up in your course during this time. Another option, due dates. Some instructors set due dates. This may also show up in your What's New, What's Due landing page. Some instructors will have the test no longer available after the due date ends, so keep up with these dates. They are really important. Test presentation. This is how you're going to see the test. You may see all of the questions on one page, or you may just see one question at a time. Some instructors may prohibit backtracking. This means that once you answer a question, you can't go back and change the answer. Randomizing questions. Most of your instructors use this option. What this does is it tells the computer to select the order of the questions. So the questions won't be in the same order as your friends' questions. They might not even be the same question if the instructor uses a test pool. A test pool is different questions over the same material. So one question a student may get on one topic is a true false, while another student in the same class has it in a multiple choice format. This helps to limit the possibilities of cheating. Test results and feedback. You will be able to see this through your grade center. There will be a lot more information on this in a different presentation. So for now, just remember that your test, once graded by your instructor, may have feedback and other information, including your score. What's the most common type of test that you're going to see? Well, that's going to be the one that has one attempt, a timed test, and typically forced completion. Okay, so let's take a test and see how this works. What you'll want